Capricorn, nothing is by accident, and if you have clicked onto this video, it is because you have been guided to do so by your own spiritual team. They're always going to send you somewhere where they know you're going to get the message that you need to hear at this moment in time. So let's find out for you, Capricorn, what is going on with you. Remember, this is a timeless reading because time is truly a human construct, and that is falling away with our awakening and conscious evolution. And whatever this message is, whatever is going on with you in your life, there's information in this reading that you need to receive. Do remember, take the things that you need to take and leave what doesn't resonate with you and take what does resonate. This is interesting. Oh man, Capricorn, what is going on here? We've got number 23, and this is worship the temple. Okay, so what is the temple? The temple is you. You are the temple. You are the one who must be taking care of you. You are the one that must be nurtured. You are the one that you need to treat gently. And it kind of makes me feel like, okay, I've got this energy. I understand why it comes up for you. Being Capricorn, I know that a lot of you guys are very hard workers. You spend a lot of time focusing on how to make your life to be very stable, working on your career, making sure that your family is well taken care of. If you have children, even your parents. I know because I've had 2 Capricorn parents, and I've got a Capricorn daughter and a Capricorn brother. So I know the way that you guys like to show love is literally tied to, if I am taking care of you and you are safe and you have everything you need, that's the greatest love a Capricorn can give. But remember, you also need to take care of yourself as well. You need to take care of your own energy. Maybe at this time you could be pushing yourself just a little bit too hard, really burning the candle on both ends, and it does catch up with you. Ask me, I know. Okay, so it does catch up with you, and then one day you just wake up and you're like, I'm so exhausted. I sleep and sleep and sleep, but I cannot feel rested. I don't feel refreshed. What is wrong with me kind of vibe. And I feel like this is the first message that comes out for you here. I got a feeling this reading that I'm doing, it's going to have so many different elements tied to it, so many different sort of things coming through. So I'm very curious to see for you, Capricorn, what is going on. First and foremost, worship at the temple. You know, you are the temple. Take care of you. Do what's right for you. Rest enough. Get some good food. If you're eating unhealthily as well, just really start to eat more veggies and fruit salads and things like that, or even just keep the balance going. Sometimes have that piece of cake, but not every single day, you know what I mean? Another message that's coming through as well is honor yourself. Honor yourself for all you've done. Honor yourself for the journey that you've taken and for all the little successes that you've had and all the times you went further than you thought you would go, and you're like, I got this right, and I did this in my life, and I've created this in my life. Also honor that as well, because you've worked so hard to get to where you are. You're still going to go to many different places. Honor the wins already that you've received. So let's see what else comes in here. High Priestess. What an interesting vibe. We've got the High Priestess, Queen of Water. Interesting in your reading to come up here. And the Six of Air. Immediately what I'm picking up from these 3 cards that I've taken out, the High Priestess, I'm going to say exactly what I heard Spirit Guide say as I was going. To look for a way, to move to a place where you are in an emotionally better place than where you were yesterday. Do this in a spiritual way. Okay, so I got this feeling of a lot of practicality coming through. Being an earth sign, one of the strongest earth signs to me, I think, is Capricorn. Not necessarily actually the strongest sign, don't tell that sign, okay? But it's more like the earth element in you is more grounded in you than I've ever picked up in any other sign. And sometimes when the emotions start to like bother you, like the Queen of Water, which is the Queen of Cups in the original tarot, emotions can seem strange sometimes when they pop up in your energy. Not that you don't feel emotion, but this could be something quite strong. Like, how do I live in a place where I am feeling like the Queen of Water, where I'm in a good space, and I feel like this is a good space for me? and I want to be able to move myself, 6 of air, and it comes very much from you. I almost feel like, I don't know if some of you are saying spirit guides or God or my angels or my passed on loved ones, can you help move me to a place where I feel so much better? And it's almost like spirit guide is saying, you know, it's not going to really happen through, and this is what you guys usually are so used to, it's not going to happen through hard work. You're there really. You're putting in the hard work. No one puts in more than you do. Okay? This is going to happen more through like a spiritual shift inside of you with the High Priestess. I do pick up an energy of somebody being quite stressed out, and a lot of like, almost like a lot on your plate, a lot of running around, like a lot of going from there to there. I don't know if you're running around like in your car, or you're traveling around somewhere, and it's like, now I've got to go here, now I've got to go there, I've got so many responsibilities, and I've got so many, it's like you don't have a free moment, you know, in your energy. And it's, and so for other people, I feel like also like a running around where you find yourself every day, not necessarily driving anywhere, that you from here and you got to go over there and you're moving this side, and it's like you never sit still all day long. And you know that is something that you love. You do love the busy energy, but it could be getting a bit more overwhelming now. And you could be feeling like, is this actually really making me happy? Maybe I should try to see how I can kind of move away from whatever is negative here for me and move into something where I'm a little bit more enjoying what I'm doing. I also had this feeling, not for everybody, but for somebody out there, it's like you used to enjoy what you're doing. You used to be, this is what you wanted. You wanted what you currently have. And now that you're there, you did enjoy that energy in the beginning. And you were like, oh, I love this. This is exactly the job I want. This is exactly the life I want. Everything is exactly how I want it. But now that you've been experiencing it for a little while, this is so interesting. You may be feeling like it's too much now, or it's not making me happy anymore. Or all of a sudden, I'm feeling like the feeling that I had before when I was doing this is not there. So how do I move myself to a better place? Do you know, when this happens, I always pick up on like when you're doing something that you always wanted to do, and then all of a sudden you're not getting gratification from it any longer, and you're not getting satisfaction from it any longer, and you feel so like overwhelmed, you just don't know where to go to feel the same way. I usually feel like it's because we outgrow where we are, and you may be outgrowing where you are, meaning that's why you don't feel inspired anymore. That's why you don't feel like that energy of go, 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 let's make this happen. It's kind of like, oh, okay, I'm doing this, okay, fine. It's just a sign that sometimes we're outgrowing what we have accomplished. And that's the thing with being a human being, and any other energy on this planet is the same. Our earth is a place of growth. You can see it everywhere. You just look out the window, you see growth everywhere. And it's like, if you're not growing and you've reached a goal, or you've got yourself into a place where you go, okay, I should be happy where I am, and then you're like, I reached where I wanted to be, so I'm all good, and now you stop. And you don't keep on finding something else to move towards or change into, because change is a given thing on this earth. And that's when all of a sudden the unhappy feeling comes in. It's kind of like, okay, I'm not feeling as great as I used to feel about what I'm doing now. It's because you're supposed to be doing something new now. There's a new thing to grow into. This is so interesting. It's very interesting. It's stagnancy. At any given time, we cannot be stagnant in our energy. We have to constantly be thriving and thinking of the next thing you want to do, and thinking of the next thing you want to do, because that's what the human experience is all about. And the moment you get to a place where you go, I'm thriving, but I'm not growing anymore, I'm where I want to be, or I'm just about where I want to be, and you stop, like, you reach your goal, so you're like, I'm there now, what more do I need? That's when the emotions will go strange, because all of a sudden your body's going, and now, and your mind's going, and now I'm sitting dead still, and your soul's going, but let's grow more, let's change something, let's go forward. Okay, your second message out today, and this is, I think I did mention this to you a little bit earlier, it is the insect, okay? Honor the little things. I did say this. I did say this. I do feel like you've reached some level of success in your life. Congratulations. What you are doing, many people don't even get close to what you're doing. I feel like you've reached a level of success, but it's time to now grow into the next level of success for yourself. Something needs to be shaken up. That's the feeling. And it's so interesting because even with the fly popping up here, with the insect, you know, when summer comes and these flies come out and they start buzzing around the room and just keep going, and then they come and land on you again, and you got to get, especially because me, I live in Africa, so it can be pretty hectic. So you're always trying to get them out the house and trying to get them not to come in and everything like that, and they will irritate you. And it's also that feeling that I picked up on of like a very busy energy as well. Honor the little things, honor everything that you've earned, your rightful place in this world. Honor how far you've come. Honor the fact that I feel the energy that whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like you've got some level of success in your life. And I feel like there's so much more for you to move into. I feel like there's something here where you have reached some kind of, maybe you got your university degree, maybe you have some skills that you really honed in and you're like, I'm so good at what I do. You know, I'm maybe in demand in some kind of way, and there's still that passion that feels like it's lost. New passion, new energy. Okay, yeah, that one. So let's have a look and see. Yes, the Magician. Yeah, the Magician. The Two of Fire, a new path. The Knight of Fire, new excitement. There we go. This is it. First of all, the Magician is always about what now? What's next? What are you focusing on? There's something here. I'm going to get another tarot deck out. There's something here. The Magician is about creation. What now? We do not stop creating until we leave here. And we come back again, unbeknownst to us. And we start all over again, and we have new dreams, and we have a new personality, and we just completely different than what we were in another lifetime. And we always become the Magician, trying to create reality. With you in this lifetime, we have got the Two of Fire, which is the Two of Wands. There's a change in like your path up ahead. And I feel like this is what is going to bring back that Knight of Fire, Knight of Wands energy, where you're going to feel that vibe again, that inspiration, that passion, that drive to go do something and accomplish something again. So for some of you guys, to be honest with you, you may change your career. You know, you may want to take on something more challenging. For some of you guys, you may not change your career. You may become self-employed and become like a consultant and just do your own thing. There's definitely some kind of shift that's going to take place here and a new direction that you're moving in. But it puts back that feeling of what is missing or what doesn't feel the same. So this is very, very interesting. I feel like you do have a change, and I feel like whatever this change is for you, it is very, very good. Okay, I feel like this is all that you've accomplished. You got that right. So whatever change comes in, whatever passion starts pulling you in a complete new direction, know that you also have that ability with the Magician to get that right as well. When you reach one goal, know that you can do it again, and know that you can reach another goal. So think of everything that you have accomplished and think of what you can still accomplish. Okay, so let's have a look and see. For others of you as well, I also feel like it's also this energy shift of even where you live, like you're taking a new path, not necessarily you're changing your whole career, that it's almost like you're taking a new path and you're living in a new way. So leaving your country, leaving where you live currently, a new energy. This is different. I pick that up like whenever I go to I travel. So whenever I travel somewhere that I don't often spend time in, or maybe in an area that's different from where I am, I can feel that energetic shift immediately, especially like when we start crossing into new environmental areas. I feel that shift immediately. And when I come back into my own environment, I feel the shift immediately. So it's almost like I'm picking up on that shift for you. The card that has come up here is number 23, and it is called Bubble Up. But I do, if you don't mind, want to read this to you. This book is like poetry. It's absolutely beautiful. So bubble up, this means something coming up from inside of you. Something wanting to just burst out of you. So I want to read what this says for you. Your energy, vision, and self-love are worthy of being protected. Many times we look for an outside source for that sense of protection, a romantic partner, or intimate friends and family. But this moment is asking you to treasure your own value and protect it with golden bubble of protective energy. This is interesting. This isn't just about having boundaries and the ability to say no to what doesn't serve you. This moment is more about what you're holding space for, which is source. The source is the place where everything comes from. And it's like holding source in your own bubble of protection as it lives in you. Yes, you are beloved and embodied and deserve to be cherished. Cast a sacred circle around you, around your body and your soul. Imagine facing your current reality from within this loving, protective embrace. This is interesting. You get to choose what enters that sacred space and what must remain outside. This is you taking protective power over your greatest asset, your divine nature. I was scrolling around on Witch Talk the other day, because that's what I do if I ever go out there on that side of the internet, and there were these like baby witches, and they were like, can somebody please tell me like the older witches, like you've been doing it for such a long time, protection spells, what can I do? And immediately what came to my mind was this. It's this. Our greatest magical ability doesn't lie in the candles and the crystals and the herbs and everything else, in our wands, it doesn't lie in any of these things. It lies in you. Remember what it said there, your divine source, the source itself is in you, and everything else is also source. So sometimes the most powerful magic spell is to create a bubble of energy around you. I like to think of a golden bubble, like when the sun hits a bubble and it kind of shines like gold. I always imagine that you can do this in seconds. You can literally just close your eyes and just breathe in and breathe out your stale energy. And then as you breathe out, you just imagine, I always picture it from my heart. So you just imagine this bubble coming out, and you pop into it. Like as soon as it gets bigger, you're like, pop, and you're in the middle of it. And that golden bubble is so strong. Nothing can break it because it has the energy of source there. And you just picture yourself and you're like, nothing can cross through this golden bubble. I am going to keep everything in that's positive and that I need and that helps me grow and that is good for me. And whatever is out there that is draining my energy, I'm going to keep it out. I do feel there's a lot of messages going on for you in your reading. I feel like this bubble up energy is really tied to certain people around you, possibly at work, even family members, it depends your situation, that are not respecting you, that are not honoring your divine nature. We have a human right, and this is what people do not understand. First of all, we have a human right to be able to do the things that we want to do without being told we can't do that, unless it's something stupid, like you doing something dangerous, or you hurting other people, or nature, or whatever. Then it's like, come on, people. But you have a human right to want to, dye your hair purple. You have a human right to want to be a witch. You have a human right to be any gender you want to be. It's your human right. It's your human right to be happy. And sometimes people take that human right away from you just for your own breathing. Even you're breathing and they're taking your rights away from you. Don't breathe, And I feel like there's a person like that could be around you. Put that bubble up and watch it work and practice it. Like I know there was another lady who told me she was working in a big office, and there was this one person, like a supervisor that you did, and I was like, eventually, put the bubble right around your whole desk, just have a bubble in where you're working. And she just do that. When you see her comes, you just be like, and you can breathe that bubble out even. You can go, and just breathe it out. And the lady used to come straight towards and then just do a U-turn and go in the other direction. So practice that, practice it. It gets stronger and stronger as you go along. So this is interesting. You've got approvals for something here that's possibly happening in the next couple of months. I have to check under the deck. I'll show you that now. You have approval here. There's something that's coming for you. I did feel it already here with the Two of Fire. I felt it with the Two of Fire already. There's something coming for you. You're ready to accept this gift or whatever this is, or this new beginning, or this change. They're asking you to trust the unknown, because you need to pay very careful attention here. The unknown that they're asking you to trust starts here already. Trust the unknown, okay? Then we're moving into the moon energy, which is Pisces in your reading. And it talks about that same unknown energy, because the moon is tied to the cycles of the moon, and it's tied to what you do not see. Sometimes it's new moon, sometimes it's full moon, it's time to release. Sometimes it's dark moon, you don't know your way, you're in the dark, you know. And I feel like you have here been given like approval from the Council of Monarchs. In this deck, the Council of Monarchs is tied to the Emperor, which is Aries' energy, and that's the first sign of the zodiac. And I feel like you have been given approval, especially because we have the Magician here. So both the Magician card shows the earth, air, fire, and water symbolism. The cups, the swords, the pentacles, and the wands, which is fire. And then the Council of Monarchs again is the four elements, earth, air, fire, and water in the Council of Monarchs. They are the elders. If you think of it, the earth, air, fire, and water elementals are the elders of everyone. Without earth, air, fire, and water, we have no anything. Because one of those things is gone, humanity ceases to exist. The earth will not be like this any longer. And it's like that energy is of the elders. You know, they've given you some kind of permission here to actually start manifesting within, I feel like, the next few months. It can be in a month, like a full cycle, or it can even be like a few months. It depends on when this is going to happen for you. Everybody, it will be different. To move into a new cycle with the Four of Wands. Under the deck, we have got the Page of Earth, which for me, that's very good. The Page of Earth is like some kind of beginning that could be an idea that you get. It may be an idea, because a page is internal. So a page is tied to what you're thinking about. So you may here with that Magician card get a new idea. It could have something to do with your career, or even to do with your living arrangements where you live. Because anything that's earth energy is tied to your money, your career, your stability, your home. So you may have a shift there. But wherever the shift is taking you, this is very, very good. Because the Four of Fire is the beautiful Four of Wands, and that's the 1111 card. This is tied to you actually moving into a brand new cycle in your life. I could see this coming. And they're literally asking you, and you, I think you can feel you need it, because of the Queen of Cups with the Six of Swords being there. So it's like, you know, I need this. I really, really need this. And I feel like this energy is tied a lot to a new cycle. So I remember I wanted to find out, what is the Two of Fire? What is this new direction that you're taking, and what is it not? So let's see what will come up here for you. Let's get two cards out to see what it will show us. Another Two of Wands. It is a complete new direction, and it's about your stability. It is what it is. It's absolutely and without a doubt moving in a new direction. You have now Two of Wands, clarifying the Two of Wands here. They're clarifying each other. And then what is it not? Because I said either show me what it is or what it is not. This is what it is not. And it's interesting that underneath this deck we have the Page of Earth, and this is the Page of Pentacles, same sign. Pentacles and Earth is the same thing. Whatever is going on here with this Four of Pentacles, it's really tied to feeling not stable enough. Feeling like maybe you don't have enough to cope with all your responsibilities. Feeling like maybe long term you're not really sure where you're standing. There's a Page of Pentacles there. showing an idea that you get here is leading you to some place where you got a brand new beginning. You got so many good cards here. Under this deck here, we've got the High Priest, which, by the way, is tied to the High Priestess. This is actually the Hierophant energy. So we're actually looking at we don't call it the Hierophant, we're going to call it the High Priest. So you have got both of these cards, the High Priest and the High Priestess, in your reading. And that shows some unbelievable growth in your energy. It shows like energy in you that is leveling up in every way. Because the High Priestess is asking you to trust the unknown. But the High Priest is learning from the past. And because of experience and knowledge and know-how, it's going to be able to lead you forward in some kind of way where your knowledge, maybe your skill, maybe your understanding about life and what you've learned takes you to another level. This is an excellent reading. All I know is I've got a 4 of fire. That is a celebration of a new cycle that you are moving into. And these kind of cycles, when you see a 4 of fire like this, these cycles last for years. So you're going to be moving into a cycle where you're going to be relying upon what you know. You're going to be relying upon your own inner strength and spirituality and practicality there with the Magician, into a cycle here where definitely finances looks good because of the Page of Pentacles, an idea, passion, fire ignited inside of you again, and a leveling up in your life. So I love to see that High Priest there. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for being here with me one more time. And if it's your first time, do consider to subscribe to the channel and even turn on your notification as well. Otherwise, I will see you guys in your next reading, and I'm sending my love to you as I always do. Bye.